Hi and welcome to this week's energy forecast. I'm Rachel Thompson Phillips, the creator of the BEYOU Oracle Cards and also of the Sacred Oracle online program. This week's energy forecast is for December the 6th through to December the 12th, with the overall theme being Transformational Break. Let's go in and explore the messages coming through the Oracle cards. Monday and Tuesday is the card of playfulness. Wednesday through till Friday is pieces of the puzzle, and the weekend's message is gratitude. Now, there is no denying that really for quite some time now, there has been such a high intensity of an energy coming through. We're going through such a huge process of purging and purifying ourselves and cleansing and clearing old stuff, which means that there's all of that that's also coming to the surface. So it is so wonderful to see through the Oracle cards that we're just getting a little bit of a break in that transformational process. And it's so vital to understand that as we journey through so many layers of intense energy, that we're provided these wonderful windows of opportunity to be able to take a little bit of a break from doing so much transformational work. Because what can happen is that we can get so stuck inside of our own head and shedding so much and reviewing and reflecting and doing some deep inner soul work that then we can do so much introspective work that sometimes we can find it a little bit of a challenge to then bring ourselves back out of it. So that's why this week we are given this gorgeous opportunity to just take a little bit of a break from it and to regroup and just bring ourselves back into being present. When we're doing a lot of soul work, it usually requires doing a lot of timeline, old wounds, old past experiences, those types of inner soul work that requires looking into the past. Now this week we're given this moment to be present. So Monday and Tuesday with the card of playfulness, it's about to be able to bring so much joy and fun and adventure and just lightness back into ourselves, because you're not being stuck inside of your own head. You're given this moment to be able to find elements that you find funny and enjoyable, and that brings us back into the present, because we're usually finding those types of things in the present moment. And it's also about being able to remember that as you're doing so much soul work, that it's important to have this beautiful balance between deep inner soul work and fun and enjoyment. Because remember the expression or the mantra that is always said, that you are here to enjoy your journey. But if you're doing so much deep work all the time, it keeps you feeling very internalized, and your soul's wanting you to become present again. So the card of playfulness is about to be able to bring joy even into the most basic of things. Enjoy everything that you're doing. Find the fun and adventure and lightness that this opportunity is providing you with. And you'll find that through that little momentary break from doing so much soul work, that it's amazing how so many things just come to the surface that you can instantly clear, because you're looking at it from a completely different perspective, one of joy and one of adventure, one of when we're in that space of joy and playfulness, we can look at a situation and just be like, oh my God, can you remember that happened? And as opposed to when you're doing so much deep soul work, you could look at the same situation and be like, well, what do I need to learn from this? Sometimes it's just a matter of being able to reflect and go, oh my God, that was so crazy, and just leave it there. And that in itself clears away the energetic bonds that are connected to you, because it doesn't have any attachment to you, because you're not giving it the energy. You've been able to look at it from that sort of oh my God, can you believe, that type of attitude. And so therefore that also brings so much joy and lightness back into yourself. And then it brings us through to the pieces of the puzzle card that comes through from Wednesday through to Friday. The card that the little piece on the card, which I'll actually show you, the little pieces on here, like the little jigsaw puzzle pieces, I know I'm terribly sorry, it's not very coming up very clearly, but the actual piece that really stands out for me is the yellow in that, which means that there is a lot of third chakra energy that is going on. And always, whenever I usually think of the third chakra, I always think of the daffodil flowers, because it's like just that sunshiny sort of kind of flower. So it's about being able to go in and see how you feel you sit within the world. Are you feeling a little bit overwhelmed by the last few months? Have you been able to recognize so much more within your own self that you hadn't been able to see? This is a real moment of self. And what I mean by that is sometimes when we do a lot of soul work, we can usually pinpoint our flaws and we forget to recognize our amazingness. That's right, you're amazing. And the third chakra is about how we feel we sit in the world. It's also that place in which we process everything. And what that is requiring is a purging and a clearing. So you may find yourself more attuned towards things that are yellow in resonation, whether that is in food, it could be in colors, it could be in the clothing that you wear, it could be in absolutely anything. All of a sudden you see the sunshine in everything, and therefore that becomes the piece of the puzzle, is being able to recognize your own amazingness. And the way to accelerate that, if you find that your third chakra is very, very stuck, because the first three chakras are in relation to this reality, the world in which you are living in. So if you're finding that is clogged and bogged down, it's really important to be able to consider the energy above that chakra will become blocked and distorted as well. But it's also important to see if the first two base chakras and the solar plexus chakra, if there is any distortion within them, so that you can go in and have a look at your relationship to where you are currently sitting within the world. Are you finding that the current situation, i.e. COVID, people's choices, are you finding that that is having quite an impact on you? Where are you feeling like you're sitting in the world? And do you need to be able to just take a temporary break from that to be able to go in and just make a decision within your own self to feel into your energy of that chakra and feel into whether it feels clogged and heavy and weighed down? The third chakra, because it sits just below, just above our belly button, but below our sternum, it's also in that stomach area. And for a lot of women, they can find that they can get digestive issues that are present in there. So bloating, feeling quite emotional. The thing that also comes through is when there's a lot of addressing the emotional body, we can also receive signs and synchronicities in the form of dragonflies, because dragonflies represent our emotional body. Where is your emotional body? Because we have done so much work internalized inside our head of thinking. Now it's time to address, where are your emotions at? If you have found that you have been on a wave or a roller coaster of emotions, it's important to really address those emotions that are being stored in there, from this space of, where am I amazing? What is it that is stuck in there? Could be that you have been too hard on yourself, and that the piece of the puzzle is that you have forgotten to see your own magic. Yes, you were put on this earth because your own divine magic is what is required. But if you don't see that, it doesn't matter how many other people tell you that, you're never going to see that. This is this time to go in and clear any self distortions that are sitting within that chakra. And the way in which you can, as I said, harness and embrace it is think about all the different ways that you can introduce the color yellow. The sunshine, flowers, clothing, everything that is available to us in the color of yellow is also a way in which to replenish our solar plexus chakra, and to be able to go in and clear any of that energy that is stuck within that, and that becomes the piece of the puzzle that is missing. Is you are missing your own magic, your own divinity. You've forgotten to recognize that within your own self. And therefore, that's what leads us to the weekend with the expressions of gratitude, is being able to go, wow, I am so pleased with myself that I have given myself this break from all of this internalized thinking that I've been doing and soul work. Now I'm bringing myself back into the present, and I'm going to build on my third chakra energy work, and I'm going to bring expressions of gratitude. I'm grateful to who I am. I'm grateful for the journey I've been on. I am grateful for the person that I have grown into now, and also growing into in the future. All of these expressions of gratitude, of being able to recognize your amazingness, is going to elevate your energy and remind you of your own divinity, your own uniqueness, your own beauty and soul essence, and therefore that can radiate and shine as well. And every time I use the word shine, I can just see this image inside of my head of just, you know, every single one of you that are listening to this being able to see this beautiful glow that starts to emanate within you, but also completely all around you into your aura, feeling your aura glowing with amazingness. And that is the beauty of when we just take a moment from that journey of doing so much transformational work. We're given this opportunity to step into the present and be able to have these moments that say, hey, I am so proud of the person that I have grown into because of the work, because of the experiences, and because I now am able to understand what my soul has been trying to share with me this whole time. And that's why we need to be able to have these breaks on our transformational journeys to bring us present, to be able to recognize the lightness. Because when we do a lot of soul work or shadow work is usually classified as that darker, stepping into the darker parts of ourselves. When we're brought present, we're brought into the lightness. So we've got this beautiful balance between the shadow work and the lightness. And the more lightness that we have, the more that we can radiate that lightness into the shadow work when it's time to go back in and do that exploration of self again. But this is this moment to just take a break and bring yourself into the present realm. You may find yourself all of a sudden being able to say, oh my God, look, the trees look amazing, or wow, look, today it is a beautiful day. You'll find yourself being so present that it's going to feel so light within its own self. Your joy will be brought back into you. The way it's never that the world changes, but it's only ever about our perception that alters and changes that, and that is going to rapidly shift this week. And you're going to find a lightness in your body. You're going to find a lightness in your emotions. You're going to find a lightness in being able to enjoy this very moment. And all of that gives us a little bit of a break from the transformational process that we have been on. And what a journey we have been on, I can assure you. So I wish each and every one of you an amazing week ahead. Stay safe. Know that the days are getting closer and we're all just about ready to take a gorgeous break that we all are so deserving of. And take care of you. So much love. See you later, and don't forget to leave me a message below and let me know how this resonates with you. See ya.